Luis, how you doing? It's
I'm
great to
good,
see you
brother. How
again.
you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Love this episode that
Right
you're in.
on.
What was it like to be on the show? Because it's such a throwback to Columbo, Rockford Files, Streets of San Francisco, that style of television.
I'll be honest with you. When I was filming it,
Mhm,
I wasn't thinking about that.
mhm.
Um, I was just thinking that, wow, I'm working with this woman, Natasha. I'm a fanboy.
Yeah.
I'm a fan because, I watched her on that show, Orange is the New Black, and I absolutely love her character, which I thought was pretty badass and vulnerable at the same time, but uh to just have the opportunity to work with her, man, she's great. And then to find out, she wrote part of this and she was directing this episode, pretty impressive. You know, um, I never seen someone. Well, I've seen many, but she was like super well prepared.
Mhm.
You
Well,
know, yeah, I was really super impressed by all that.
yeah. Well, we talked to her last month at TCA about her directing you, and she said that she loved working with you and how great you just popped off the screen.
She said that.
Yep, she
Oh,
said
good.
you're
She
so.
got she got my package. Thank goodness. She got my package.
Yeah.
No,
So,
listen. I like I say, I showed up and man, she was lit.
mhm,
She was ready to go.
mhm,
Um, I did not realize the magnitude of her ability to direct because you always see somebody in as an actor,
mhm.
and then all of a sudden, hold it, she's acting and directing this and wrote. Like I said, it's like she's like a triple threat.
Mhm.
And like I said, she put in the work.
Yeah,
So I was like, I was like, wow, okay, let's go.
yeah, and it shows too because in this episode it is so good, so well done. I loved it. I love this episode. Um, the one thing I did want to ask, like, you're a part of a very good cast for this week's episode. Nick Nolte, Cherry
Hmm.
Jones. What was it like to be being able to work with them?
Well, I didn't work with Nick because we didn't have any scenes
Hmm.
together. Um, but I was happy to see him.
Hmm.
I'm good friends with Nick. We have worked on a few things over the years. And Terry Jones pretty badass, man.
Oh,
She you know, she turned it on as a villain.
hmm. Yeah.
Even though she played my boss and I was like really disappointed. I said, "Well, I've been working with you all these years and you're really a bad person?" No, come on. But she showed up and I was absolutely thrilled to work with her, man. She was a real delight.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the one thing I wanted to ask you too about just shows like this and other shows that are on streaming. It is really given a lot of creativity into television shows, whereas broadcast networks just seem to rehash the same thing. Where
Oh
like
boy,
like
they do.
this,
Don't they? Oh my God. Yes.
yeah, and shows like this are so creative and so different and really bringing something new. What do you think about streaming platforms now, especially since you're on one of the top 10 Netflix shows uh right now?
Um, you know what? I just think it's something that has become a norm. I think it's just about giving more artistic options to actors and directors and producers and the whole gambit of a production crew. Um, I love having those options
Mhm.
and being part of them. It gives me a much different sense of freedom, in working. Um, because it's like sometimes you just can't believe some of the shows that are being recycled.
Mhm.
And it's like it was good back then, but really, is that all you got?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I do appreciate the streaming service. Look, and not to take anything away from anyone, because we all got to work and stuff like that. But if you give me a choice, I love to be original, and just work on a whole different flow, and not be a part of a machine that you come out once and they say you're done. And when you deal with a streaming service, one thing you do know, you're gonna do a whole season.
Yeah.
So, and you get an opportunity over 8 to 10 episodes or whatever to hit it out of the park, as opposed to like having something air for 1 or 2 episodes and then it's like gone.
Yeah.
So that to me is a big difference,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
And that's what's cool, is the fact that it gives the show time to find an audience, whereas now
Yeah, man.
the broadcast network shows do not give them enough time to find their audience.
Right. So, but you know what? I mean, even broadcasts are also into streaming too. So,
Yeah.
it's listen, I'm just happy people are working, and being able to provide for their families, and also the opportunity to, again, just be creative. So you can't beat that.
Oh yeah, definitely. You really can. And it's great that these opportunities are opening up. But to
Yeah.
bring back to Poker Face, we had, as I mentioned with Natasha, that we talked to her last month, we talked to Ryan Johnson as well, and he was so excited to be working with you on this. Ryan Johnson has been so creative. Especially with Glass Onion. What was it like to work with him in this project?
I think we just met briefly, because Natasha and I were so into what we were doing. So I don't think I really got into much of a conversation with him.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I was a part of it. And, he, from my understanding and from some of the things I've seen, he's a really good writer and a great creator, so yeah.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to make sure we touch on those points, because we talked to them. We're going to package this up all together. But Luis, thank you so much for stopping with us. Poker
Thank
Face,
you.
your episode, the Orpheus Syndrome, comes out on February 23rd. And we look forward to all the MUSE TV audience to watching, supporting. Congratulations on another great episode on streaming television. And we look forward to talking to you again soon. And congratulations on your production company as well.
Oh, thank you, brother. We'll
No
be talking
problem.
soon for sure.
Definitely. And
All
thank you
right.
so much. And we'll see you next time here on News by Muse.